Okay. Alright. So, where do I begin? My name is Amergin Giles, and as you probably read from the GoFundMe page, we are in a bit of a situation here. Now, first things first, I'm a real person. So you don't have to worry about me being some bot trying to scam you, okay? Today is the 7th of December of 2017, and by Friday, 1200 hours, high noon, 12 p.m., whatever you want to call it, we'll be homeless if we do not get the money for rent and hell. That's why I'm here. Now, second, I am not trying to scam anyone out of any money, because those are the two things that always turn people away from donating anything. Scammers and bots. Oh, well, there's three people. There's those people who try and mooch off of other people's goodwill because they're lazy and won't work. You want another Reese's? That would be our dog. She loves these things. She loves all human food. Well, I shouldn't say all, because, you know, obviously it's like chocolate. It doesn't matter. Look. Back on topic. I do not believe in betraying the goodwill of good people, because they're so few and far in between that just, it's not right. Because if you help somebody believing fully that they need the help, and then they just turn around, spit in your face, and say, "Psych, I'm gonna go buy a Lambo," that can really bitter something. That can bitter anybody into not doing anything else again. Like, wow, these people exist, so why the fuck should you help anybody else? That is a mindset that I detest existing, because these people are what make that happen. And then on the other end of the spectrum, when you need help and you don't get it, you lose faith in humanity as well, because then it's like, well, people won't ever help you. And it's like, don't ever help people. And it's just a vicious cycle of cynical BS, and I just don't want the world to end up that way. So, the reason I'm here is because we do have a real fiscal emergency on our hands, and we have been as independent as we can with this, and we have failed. In short, we have just failed. We cannot get our paychecks in time. We cannot get loans for multiple reasons. We cannot get credit cards for multiple reasons. Especially me. I'm the only one who has that available still, but I don't meet the requirements to get loans, to get credit cards. I can't just pay anything off and then fix it later, because even though I have a clean slate, but at the same time, I have a clean slate. I can't get loans because I don't have any credit. I can't get credit because I don't have any proof of insurance or employment or income. And even though I'm very obviously working two jobs, I'm working at 3G Productions and I'm working at Walmart Supercenter. Hell. I got back here not... Is that going to be backwards? That might be backwards on the screen. But I got back here not an hour ago, and I just immediately started making this because I don't know what else to do. We've asked all of our friends, and those of them who are real friends have already helped as much as they can, and have been helping us as much as they can. And I hate trying to ask the world of people. I hate it because I feel bad about doing it. I feel like I failed them when I asked them for help. And really, in moments like this, I just feel defeated because we've done everything right that we can do right, but it's still not enough, and it won't be enough in time. Now, I'm just going to say it as it is. One of two things is going to happen this Friday. If we do get the money, great. Best case scenario. If we don't, crap. Worst case scenario. There is no in-between on this time. Because when we moved here from Oregon 4 weeks ago, there's a lot of things that we've gained and lost here. Because here there's work, here there's housing, here there's things that we need to work towards. But in Oregon there was also assistance. You could get edible food, fresh food even, from food banks and churches, and you'd be able to get housing and shelter and day labor from the labor unions. You'd be able to go to these places, these businesses, these unions, and get what you need. You could get rent assistance. Here, no, you can't. Sure, the places are there, but they aren't. They're there, but they're not. The food banks give you food that is inedible. The shelters, they're overflowing. There are fucking homeless people dying in alleyways here because there is no assistance. And I don't mean like it just happened. I mean it just happens all the time, every night, because there is no viable assistance here. Oregon is a safe little grasslands town kind of state, and everywhere you go there's lots of hippies, there's lots of artist communities, there's lots of wealthy communities, and they're all trying to help everybody. Locals, non-locals, they are trying to help. Sure, a lot of them are, outsiders, but they do still try and help. Because in Oregon is poverty with a view. They acknowledge their problems, they do their best to fix them. Here, it's the exact opposite. We're in Sin City. We are in the place where everyone does terminal nights of debauchery, okay? You can go to a strip club, then go to the Hershey's factory, and then you can watch some knights stab each other with wooden poles, which are fake, but we won't get into that. But this is where you go to escape reality. But when you can't, it's really hard to fix it. What I'm trying to say is that here, the food banks, like I said, they're inedible. They do not give food that you can eat without health risks, severe health risks. The bread, it's all moldy. The fruit is infested. The vegetables are wilted and just mushed. These food banks, it's not an isolated incident either. We've been to 5. The staff is terrible. The food is terrible. This isn't helping people. This does not help anybody. The shelters, they're just overflowing. There are people sitting outside of these large gated areas with tiny offices inside of them, waiting for food, water, shelter, furniture, clothes, waiting for these things that they need. And they aren't getting it because it's not real. It's not helping. It's not real help. Because just because something is what it is, it doesn't mean it does anything. Alright? Like, even with this video, I can say I'm a real person. I can prove to you that I work, but at the end of the day, this is the internet. There's 1,000 people with my problems, but at the same time, there's 100,000 faking these problems. So, as much as I don't want to discourage anyone from helping, in fact, quite the opposite, We do really need the help. We aren't bullshitting anybody on this. I understand if you wouldn't. Because, like I said, there's scammers, there's liars, there's cheats, and I mean, what are you doing? I don't care if it's comfortable, come on. Anyways, yeah, it's just the world's full of shitty people, and the internet is the same shitty people, plus some. So I'm not going to pigeonhole everybody, because I've already told you, I do not believe in just abusing the goodwill of good people because they are few and far in between. Because I believe that there are still good people. And I don't want to just, like, guilt trip anybody into helping. I don't want to, you know, like, pander or anything like that, because on YouTube you have all these, like, fake emotional videos, people going, by the way, guys, I'm sorry, I did a thing. So, it's all fake. It's so fake. And my dog is destroying everything. Oh my goodness. Okay, fine. You can have your 5 minutes. Come here. You see this? This isn't fake. This ain't fake. Look at this. It's destructive, it's loud, it snorts a lot, and it smells really bad. But it's real. Alright? I'm real. And I can say that as much as I want, but at the end of the day, it's your choice to believe me. And I'm telling you right now, if you do want to help, please do. If you did help, thank you, thank you, thank you times infinity, okay? And if I ever meet you in person, and we do make this goal, hell, if we exceed this goal, I don't expect any of this to happen, but if all these ifs happen, if you meet me in person, I'll totally buy you a coffee. No alcohol, though. I'm not 21. So, I don't know what else to add to this. I can understand if you don't want to help because this is one of those crowdfunding sites, and I've already explained what the dangers of these are, and I could understand if you still feel skeptical about all this. But right now I am a real person in a real fiscal emergency, and, well, this whole thing is just some last-minute, unscripted rant trying to prove that. And if it does, please help. And if it doesn't, that's fine. More power to you. But at the end of the day, I need the money, and I'm asking for the money, and I can't do anything else but ask to get the money, because we have hit rock bottom here. And the only other place is 6 feet under, so that may be grim. I may be one of the most cynical people you've ever seen in this website, but I understand the harsh realities of the world, so I won't hold it against you if you don't help. And if you do help, then, oh my god, thank you. You're one of the few good people I've been talking about this whole time. The few good people who still, you know, trust in others. Not saying that all good people don't, but, you know, that came out wrong, but in short, if you can help me, if you can help us, please do. because we really need it. We desperately need it. And I cannot overstate how much we need this. And if you can help, please do. If you want to help, please do. If you have helped, thank you. If you can't help but you want to, thank you. And if you can't help, that's fine. And if you don't want to help, I understand why. This whole thing is getting a bit redundant at this point, so I'll just end it here. And, well, this is Amergin Giles. If you feel it's worth your money, because it's your money, please help us on GoFundMe. And if you don't trust us at all, that's fine. But either way, thank you for your time. Thank you for watching this to the end. I'm sorry if I got ranty or off kilter or whatever you want to describe this with, as, I don't know, unemotional. Because I'm not an emotional person. I think people who overreact to bad situations do it for the pity, and I'm telling you right now that I don't do that. Alright, I'm not going to try and guilt trip anyone out of their cash. I'm not. I'm telling you right now that we have a problem, and if you can help, please do. And with that said, for the last time, thank you for everything, and this is Amergin Giles. Good night.